when one of the deadliest tornadoes in American history tore through a small town. Some children reported seeing something inside the storm. Not debris. Not rescuers. Winged figures. They called them the butterfly people. On May 22, 2011, a massive tornado formed over the town of Joplin, Missouri. Within minutes it would become one of the most destructive tornadoes in modern American history. This was the 2011 Joplin tornado. The tornado grew into an EF5 monster, nearly a mile wide in places, with winds exceeding 200 miles per hour. Entire neighborhoods vanished. Hospitals were ripped apart. Cars were thrown hundreds of feet. By the time the storm ended, 158 people had lost their lives, and thousands of homes were destroyed. It was chaos. But in the days that followed, something strange began to emerge from the wreckage. Not from meteorologists. Not from storm chasers. But from the children who survived. After the disaster, counselors and teachers began speaking with children who had experienced the tornado. Many of them were deeply shaken, trying to process the unimaginable destruction they had witnessed. But some of them told stories that didn't quite make sense. Several children described seeing large human-like figures with butterfly wings inside the storm. Not one child. Not two. But multiple children. And many of them had never met each other. According to their stories, these strange winged figures appeared during the tornado, and protected them. Some children said the beings stood between them and the flying debris. Others claimed the figures guided them to safe places. A few said the winged figures carried them or shielded them while the tornado raged around them. And when the storm ended, the figures disappeared. The children had a name for them. They called them the butterfly people. The descriptions were surprisingly similar. Tall figures. Human in shape. But with enormous wings that looked like those of a butterfly. Some children said the wings glowed with light. Others described them as shimmering or transparent, almost like they were made of energy. The beings never spoke. They simply appeared, protected the children, and vanished when the danger passed. To many adults, the stories sounded impossible. But the consistency of the descriptions caught people's attention. Especially because the children telling these stories were very young. Young enough that inventing such a complex shared story seemed unlikely. In the aftermath of the tornado, the town of Joplin was struggling to rebuild. Entire sections of the city had been reduced to rubble. People were searching for hope. And the story of the butterfly people quickly spread throughout the community. Before long, butterflies began appearing everywhere in Joplin. Murals. Memorials. Artwork. They became a symbol of protection, survival, and rebirth. Some residents believed the butterfly people were angels. Guardians sent to protect the most vulnerable during the storm. Others believed the story was a sign that even in the darkest moments, something good can still exist. Of course, not everyone believes the butterfly people were supernatural. Psychologists have offered several possible explanations. One theory is that the stories were a coping mechanism. When people experience extreme trauma, especially children, the brain sometimes creates comforting memories to make the event easier to process. Another theory suggests the children may have actually seen adult rescuers through the chaos of the storm. In a tornado filled with dust, debris, and flying insulation, shapes can appear distorted or surreal. A person helping a child might have appeared larger than life in the middle of the storm. And as the story spread, children may have unintentionally influenced each other's memories. Over time, the stories began to align, turning into the legend we hear today. But even with these explanations, some people still wonder. Why did so many children describe winged figures? Why butterflies? And why did their stories sound so similar? No photos. No videos. No physical evidence. Only the words of children who survived one of the worst natural disasters in recent American history. Today, the butterfly people remain one of the strangest modern legends to come out of a real disaster. Whether they were angels, a trick of the mind, or simply a symbol of hope born from tragedy, their story continues to be told. Because sometimes, in the middle of chaos, people believe something might be watching over them. And maybe that's why the children of Joplin never forgot the winged figures they saw inside the storm. The mysterious protectors they called the butterfly people.